Okay, the second video in this chapter is still on Pythagoras' theorem, and this time instead of calculating one of the hypotenuse, this time we have to calculate one of the shorter sides. As we can see here, we're trying to find x, which is certainly not the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is always found opposite the right angle, so this can't be, as this is touching the right angle or adjacent to the right angle. So calculate the value of x in this triangle. Now the first thing is, it is still true that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. That's still very true. And I've got two options at this first point. I can either rearrange this to say that a squared equals c squared minus b squared by just taking b squared from both sides. I could do that. Oh, it's disappeared. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually not going to worry about that. I'm just going to put in the values as they are, but just remember that a squared and b squared must be the two shorter lengths, and 15 must go in for c as it's the hypotenuse. So I've got x squared plus 11 squared equals 15 squared. Okay, the 15 must go in as c because it's the hypotenuse. And then I can do that rearrangement. It's the same rearrangement, but with the values in, it's a bit easier. I'm also now going to do the squaring at the same time, just to save myself a little bit of an extra line of working. So this is now 15 squared minus 11 squared, but I'm going to put that as 225 minus 121. So x squared equals 225 minus 121, which is 104. So I can see that x equals the square root of that, and that is 10.19803903. So I will just put that as 10.2 again to three significant figures. Double underline my answer, and I'm away. So again, just to reiterate, when we're finding one of the shorter sides, we still use Pythagoras' theorem. We just have to be a little bit careful when we're putting values in and make sure that we substitute the hypotenuse in the right place. Apart from that, it's then just a case of solving the equation that you formed, and of course remembering to square root at the end. Good luck. Any problems with section B, let me know.